Hi everyone, it's Ashley. This is going to be my 12-week pregnancy vlog. At 7 weeks I did a vlog and I had every intention of doing them every week, and then I couldn't do them. I was just too nervous to do it. Too nervous to have all of these videos that I would save until I was ready to tell everyone, and then not be able to do it because I had another loss or something like that. So from 7 weeks, now it's been 5 weeks, we had Christmas, we had New Year's, we went and saw my parents. I've actually seen my family 3 times since finding out I was pregnant, and no one knows still. Not my mom, not my sister, no one. And none of my husband's family knows. My son doesn't even know. He's actually in the bath over there. Maybe you can hear him. He likes to play, obviously. He will be 5 in about 20 days, around there. He wants the days to go by faster. I said, I want the days to go by faster too. Every day I'm pregnant, I get one step closer to a healthy baby. So we had January 5th. I had my first midwives appointment. I graduated from my RE at 8 weeks. I had an ultrasound. I was measuring a few days ahead, so they moved my due date up by 2 days. I'm due August 4th. We have an ultrasound. I'll try and put a picture maybe at the end of the last ultrasound I had was at 8 weeks. I'm pretty sure I can't figure out how to put it in right here. Next week, next Tuesday, today's Wednesday, I'm 12 weeks and 1 day today. I have my NT scan at 13 weeks exactly. With Finn, my son, I don't remember having an NT scan. I think maybe we didn't because we weren't gonna do anything if something was wrong. This time we're having it the same reason we're not doing anything. If something is wrong with the baby, we won't be doing anything to stop the pregnancy. But it's selfishly an ultrasound that I get to see and make sure that everything's okay. So I did take some notes. I made a video last week at 11 weeks. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just do every other week. Sorry, I'm looking for my notes. And then I was like, oh, 11 weeks, 13 weeks, like, I can't do odd weeks. So I decided, you know what, I'll make a video again on 12 weeks, and then we can start at the evens. So at 9 weeks, on January 5th, I went to my first midwives appointment, and I was so scared. I knew they weren't going to do an ultrasound, and I knew they would not be able to hear the heartbeat. And some people can hear the heartbeat at 9 weeks through a Doppler. I knew with all my extra fluff, they were not going to be able to hear it. So they weren't going to, you know, even try. The midwife was very nice. I feel like I look like a zombie. I still at that point was having a hard time getting excited about the pregnancy. I was like right in that time period where I had lost the first miscarriage and was really nervous about anything. I got, you know, she was very nice though. She understood, and but I asked her, like, am I going to have a pap smear today because I cannot handle that. She said, no, you just had one, so that's fine. And then we scheduled my NT scan. We talked about me wanting to have a VBAC. With Finn, I had a cesarean because he was face up instead of face down. I pushed for a few hours with him, and he never moved, not an inch. So they knew he wasn't going to come out. I know some people have babies who are that way and they can fit and be pushed out, but Finn wasn't budging. I was a doctor recommended after I had my first miscarriage, when I lost all of the blood, that maybe next time I want to have a VBAC. I don't know how much scarring is in my uterus at this point, because I've obviously never seen the inside of my uterus, but she recommended it, and I thought, well, if she's recommending that I get a VBAC, that might be something. So that's primarily why I chose a midwife this time. I liked the OB I had with Finn, but he will not let me have a VBAC. We've already asked that after I was pregnant with Finn. But he also only delivers at one hospital, and that is about 40 minutes from where we live. It was the same with Finn when I was pregnant with Finn, but we didn't have Finn at that point. We didn't have to worry about hauling a little one behind us when I eventually give birth. So, new hospital. I don't have a technical OB over there because I never made it far enough into a pregnancy with that practice. So I was like, I'm just going to go for a midwife. I like her a lot. She's nice. She actually said, you know, there's a number on this wall. Sorry, it's really bright over here because of the sun. It's in the packet I gave you. It has the midwife who's on call. There's always a midwife on call. Call for any single reason. We've heard everything. We don't care if it's the silliest thing in the world. If you're concerned about it, please give us a call. And that was really reassuring. As of today, right this second, and I hope forever, I have not had any spotting. I haven't had any. I had one day where I had like a few really bad cramps, and I'll tell you what happened before that in a minute, but they were really painful. And there was only like 4 of them, and they were all like right in a row, and it scared the crap out of me. But other than that, I haven't really felt anything. No cramps. With Finn, I had tons of cramps, not painful ones. And I was talking to my husband the other day about that, and I said, well, this is my 5th pregnancy. I've had a baby who's been 40 weeks, and my uterus will never go back to the size it originally was, you know, technically. So I think that's why I'm not having the cramps I had with Finn. It's like, oh, well, we've been there, we've done this before, it's fine. So let's see. Symptoms. The symptoms I wrote down, I'm not really having much anymore, but in the beginning I was having, like, this is a very TMI, like a really achy vagina. Like the outside, like the lips, like they were swollen, and I feel really weird saying that. I was having some like weird pressure near my bum. That seems to have gone too. I don't know what that was. I was on progesterone right from 7 DPO to 10 weeks. So with that, I had to take it twice a day. So with that, I had tons of like gross discharge, but that's lessened. I don't need to wear like a panty liner or anything since stopping those. My feelings I wrote down. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this. I'm nervous to tell people. Now that I've hit 12 weeks and like you know, 11 weeks into 12 weeks, I'm getting a little bit more excited about telling people. And the only reason I'm not freaking out about my NT scan is because I got a Doppler. And at 11 weeks, just before 11 weeks, maybe like 11 weeks, 6 days, something like that. I'm sorry, 10 weeks, 6 days. I found the heartbeat. And I found the heartbeat every day since. I will not tell you that I do not check more than once a day, because that would be a lie. I know it's getting a little obsessive, but it's keeping me sane right now. That's the only reason I'm getting excited. You know, laying in bed with my husband, I said, I'm 11, you know, last week, I'm 11 weeks and the baby has a heartbeat. With my first miscarriage, we found out at 10 weeks and 5 days, and the baby had stopped growing at 9 weeks and 3 days. And so to be 11 weeks and have a heartbeat, I was really excited. Let's see. I've cravings. I went through a big French onion soup phase. I still could really... I've been eating the one from Trader Joe's. It comes in a 2-pack. But I had it at a restaurant the other day and I was like, this is so much better. There's like 3 pounds of cheese on this. It's amazing. Salt. I am a very big sweet person. But I find myself not craving candy like I had before I was pregnant. I would, you know, every single day I would think, oh, I want some gummy bears. Oh, I need some gummy bears. I want gummy bears, or, you know, something along those lines. I just wanted a handful of something sugary. And I don't feel that every single day like I used to. And bread. Yesterday I actually had, oh, it was glorious. It was peanut butter and fluff on white bread. It was so amazing. And I actually had, oh, it's so mean. I had to hide it from my husband because he just would not approve of, he's like, what? You know, I don't know if you know, but he's British. Fluff is just, he doesn't understand it. He doesn't understand that I had fluff and peanut butter growing up, and it's amazing. Let's see. My next midwife's appointment is on the Tuesday, the 27th. I'll be 13 weeks. That's when I have the NT scan. I actually go for the NT scan and then have the appointment after. So I've had 2 friends also announce that they're pregnant. One friend who was legit one and done. They were not having any more kids. I'm pretty sure it was a big surprise. 1 second. Okay, so I heard Finn saying, Mom, I'm done. I had to give him a towel and take him out. So, she was legitimately one and done. And honestly, if I hadn't been pregnant, and she told me via text message, thank goodness. She was like, I wanted to tell you in person, but I have appointments and we're leaving for California, la la la. And I was like, thank goodness she didn't tell me in person. Thank goodness I'm pregnant, because I wouldn't be able to deal with that, honestly. But she's due about a month ahead of me. And I'm honestly really excited. We have our first children, Finn and her daughter, are almost exactly the same age, like a month apart. And we're gonna have second children together, which I feel so happy about, because I'll have somebody to understand that, like, I just went from having a 5-year-old by, you know, all by himself to having another one. So, like I said, Finn doesn't know. He's not really paying attention. He's in another room. But I've actually said things like, oh, I'm pregnant. out loud to my husband, and Ben doesn't seem fazed by it. I also had another friend announce she got pregnant with her Mirena in. It was obviously a very big surprise. And that really hurt me, actually. Not because I was jealous, but for the fact that this was her third. She wasn't trying. She was about 6 weeks, not knowing that this baby was going to survive or whatnot because of the added risk of the Mirena. And she decided to tell me. And I thought, it was over Facebook Messenger. That's how we talk a lot, 'cause she's in Alabama. And I was supportive and, you know, gracious and nice, and just talked, you know, sorry, and I hope things are okay, and how are things, making sure she's okay, the baby's okay, this and that. But I really thought to myself, you knowing my struggles, how do you think this makes me feel? Do you think it makes you feel good that you weren't even trying and you're going to have a healthy baby? Hopefully, you know, fingers crossed. I don't know what that is. It's something on my shirt. I think it's fin snot or something. Ew, that's really gross. Sorry. And then she saw the heartbeat, and, you know, I really hope everything's okay for her. I do, honestly. Nobody should have to go through a loss. And at about 7 weeks, she announced on Facebook. And I was flabbergasted, honestly. I was like, I wish I had that ignorance back. I wish I was ignorant to the fact that people have losses and there are complications and things don't always go right. I won't ever have it back. She does not know that I'm pregnant. So that brings me to, when are we going to announce? I told my husband that now that next week will be technically in the second trimester, I would like our son to know first. I think that he deserves to be the first one to know. He's gotten quiet, so now I don't know. He's listening. And my mom is coming down for his birthday, which we're having the party on February 15th. And so we'll tell her then. My sister was supposed to come down with her, but she can't now, so I don't know how we're going to do that. But around that time, we'll be telling our family. I'll be about almost 16 weeks. But we'll tell Finn first. And then I think like social media announcement probably won't be happening until at least 20 weeks. I'll be 20 weeks St. Patrick's Day. Maybe Easter. Maybe I'd like to push it off till Easter. I haven't found out how, like, no, Lily. Figured out how I want to do it, and that's kind of, no, Lily. Yeah, I know. No. No. That's kind of stressing me out, actually. Trying to figure out what to do. Anyway, last thing. The cat. Last thing is finding out the gender. We were team green with Finn. We did not know until we had him what he was going to be. I loved that. And I think my husband wants to do that again. Get down. You're such a pain. My husband would like to do that again. But I had a conversation with him the other day about, you know, I might actually like to find out. I'm having a little bit of a hard time bonding with this pregnancy and getting excited. And I think that might help. So we don't have to tell anybody. Just be him and I know or whatever. But we'll see. Okay, so that's it. I will see you in 2 weeks.